Good Monday evening and welcome to a special edition of the NCWLIFE Evening News. I'm Grant Olson. All this week, well, at least Monday through Thursday, we will be broadcasting our evening news live right here from Memorial Park during the 2022 Washington State Apple Blossom Festival. So, boy, if you have a chance, stop on by and say hello to us, and we'll talk all things Apple Blossom. As I mentioned, we will be here all week long. Well, Before we get to tonight's top stories, let's head outside and take a look outside our weather window. And tonight it is once again our cross camera up on Wenatchee Heights. And boy, it was a rainy one all day today. Over 0.6 of an inch of rain today. And you can see a lot of clouds still over the Wenatchee Valley. And that will continue as we make our way through the night. And it's been chilly out here today. And speaking of chilly, I think everybody knows April was a cold one. Our average high temperature in the month of April set an all-time record in the Wenatchee area, 44.8 degrees. That breaks the old record set back in 1959 of 45.7 degrees. So, yeah, it was a cold one here in the Wenatchee area, and I guess we all know that by now. We'll get more weather coming up for you here a little bit later on. Now, a few of the stories we're following for you tonight. A Wenatchee man remains jailed 4 days after allegedly setting a stack of railroad ties on fire. 70 cases of tuberculosis in Washington amount to the state's largest outbreak of TB in the last 20 years. And the city of Wenatchee says work can begin on the Kenzie's Landing trailhead near the Broadview neighborhood. We'll tell you more about that. But first, our top story tonight. About 6,000 customers from Kashmir to the Upper Valley lost power today for about 3 hours. Power went down in the Upper Valley about 11:30 this morning, affecting the Kashmir, Dryden, Monitor, and Peshastin areas. Peshastin Dryden Elementary School canceled classes for the day, but schools, including Kashmir Middle School, continued their learning using nothing but emergency lighting. Chelan County PUD says crews managed to partially restore power around about 1:30 this afternoon in Kashmir and re-electrified all areas by 2:30 p.m. The PUD says it's still investigating the cause of that outage. Also tonight, an East Wenatchee man was seriously injured in a motorcycle accident yesterday morning on Interstate 82, 2 miles north of Umtanen Ridge Summit. According to the Washington State Patrol, 39-year-old Sean A. Graham was driving eastbound on the interstate on a 2007 Suzuki DL1000 on the inside lane when his motorcycle left the highway, crashed, and then came to rest in the median. Graham was transported to Harborview Medical Center in Seattle. His condition is not being reported. The cause of the accident is under investigation, but authorities say Graham was wearing a helmet. In other news, a Wenatchee man remains jailed 4 days after allegedly setting a stack of railroad ties on fire. Wenatchee police believe 32-year-old Peter A. Galletti used a can of fuel to set fire to the pile in the 700 block of South Wenatchee Avenue. That happened about 4:20 p.m. on Thursday. The arson was caught on video by nearby cameras, and police say when they found Galletti nearby, his pants and shoes had soot marks on them. A Chelan County judge on Friday ordered Galletti held on $20,000 bond. He faces a possible charge of second-degree arson. 70 cases of tuberculosis in Washington amount to the state's largest outbreak of TB in the last 20 years. The State Department of Health says it's on heightened alert as it monitors new TB cases, including 17 cases in state prisons. The outbreak could exceed the 199 cases of tuberculosis reported in 2021, which was a 22% increase over the previous year. TB is spread through coughing and sneezing, although it's far less contagious than flu and COVID-19. The disease mainly attacks the lungs and can lead to severe and sometimes fatal respiratory illness. The city of Wenatchee says work can begin on the Kenzie's Landing trailhead near the Broadview neighborhood. The city council on Thursday approved almost $975,000 for Olin Excavation to build the new parking lot and entry to the Foothills Trails. Developers Bart and Sheila Clennon donated land for the trailhead, which could open this autumn. It'll be
Our daughter
named for
married
their
a
late daughter, Mackenzie,
guy from
who
Salt Lake
died
City,
in
and
a
we went down there
crash
years and
with
years
a drunken
ago and got on the trails. We didn't have many trails here then. And it's interesting how meaningful and important those trails become as a part of life. You end up with many, many people going, and to have these places to take off from just enhances that. So I think you're making this is a very good move in terms of enhancing our community.
When we come back, street and sewer crews in the city of Chelan are close to wrapping up a downtown paving and sewer main project. Douglas County firefighters say people have been wondering what's up with the new water tank that was recently installed south of the BB Bridge. A Leavenworth teen was the big winner at the Open Mind Film Festival at the University of California, Los Angeles last week. And the Music Theater of Wenatchee's annual Apple Blossom performance opens Wednesday at the Numerica Performing Arts Center with their presentation of The Wizard of Oz. I'm Grant Olson, and you're watching the NCWLIFE Evening News.
I'm John Divis from Wenatchee Dental Arts, and I like to think myself as a comprehensive dentist. We are an office that treats people comprehensively for their dental problems. We do a lot of general dentistry in a broad sense. We don't send everything out. Things that we have the ability to do in the office, we like to keep in the office and under one roof and keep things as complication-free as possible. You can come to one place and have all their dental needs taken care of.
Don't miss the 2022 Lake Chelan Wine and Jazz Festival. You'll enjoy a wide variety of jazz, breathtaking lake and vineyard views, and fabulous wine. The festival features 50 shows at 14 wineries and venues over 4 days. Imagine a musical tour around the beautiful Lake Chelan Wine Valley. Grab your friends and get your tickets to the 2022 Lake Chelan Wine and Jazz Festival, May 19th through the 22nd.
And welcome back to the NCWLIFE Evening News live from the Washington State Apple Blossom Festival. In other news, street and sewer crews in the city of Chelan are close to wrapping up a downtown paving and sewer main project. Alleyway access between Johnson and Wooden Avenues downtown has been closed since the city began the work, which replaces sewer, water, and stormwater infrastructure throughout 2 city blocks. Crews expect to finish paving on about half the project this week in the 100 block area. There's still work to be done in the 200 block, where the alley will remain closed until the job is completed. Douglas County firefighters say people have been wondering what's up with the new water tank that was recently installed south of the BB Bridge. The answer, Orondo firefighters said, is the tank represents the first step in a new Douglas County Fire District 4 station. The actual station will go out for bid soon, and the district says when it's opened, it will reduce response times and improve the district's capabilities. A Leavenworth teen was the big winner at the Open Mind Film Festival at the University of California, Los Angeles last week. Cascade High School 10th grader Charlie Lyons' film, 6th Grade, was one of 119 films submitted to the festival from 70 schools across the country. 6th Grade highlights the pain and struggles of bullying. Here's a clip from Lyons' first place winning film.
Why don't you just do the whole world a favor and kill yourself? No one's gonna miss you.
It wasn't the first time this had happened, but in that moment, I vowed to make it the last.
Music Theater of Wenatchee's annual Apple Blossom performance opens Wednesday at the Numerica Performing Arts Center with their presentation of The Wizard of Oz. Wake Up Wenatchee Valley's Dan Kuntz talked with two of the actors, Kelly Atwood, who plays the Wicked Witch of the West, and Matthew Pippin, who plays the Tin Man.
It's fun to be the villain.
In fact, we talked about this a little bit before we started rolling. Everybody gets to chew a little scenery here. Everybody gets their little spot to kind of do their thing.
To shine, yeah, especially Toto. He chews a lot of the scenery. But no, Kelly is the part to me, because, and I will die on this hill, that Margaret Hamilton's performance as the Wicked Witch is the greatest screen villain of all time. I watched the film not too long ago, and I timed it, and when she's on screen is just over 10 minutes. And the idea that this picture came out in 1939, and you say Wicked Witch of the West, and you know exactly the person, you can hear the voice. I mean, that is some star power. And she's filling those shoes just brilliantly, too.
We're attempting to fill the shoes.
Yeah, wonderfully. Well, I will say, Margaret Hamilton isn't dressed near as sexy as she is in this. Her dress, I finally saw for the first time a couple nights ago, and it's chef's kiss. It's beautiful. Solely, I auditioned for The Witch, solely to pay my tribute and respect to Margaret Hamilton, and then thought, because I'm not going to get it, but I can live with myself. I can go home and say, Margaret, that was for you, and then I can sleep at night. And then Dana Taves, the director, said, would you look at the Tin Man? I don't want to look at the Tin. I just wanted to pay my respects. I wasn't, but I did, and I trust Dana, and I'm the Tin Man. That's how that worked out.
And he fills that can superbly.
Yeah. I keep asking people if it makes me look fat. But it is. I call it my Howl's Moving Castle when I'm in that costume. It's a beautiful, wonderful costume.
Our costumers outdid themselves for this show. For every portion of the show, every section, the Munchkins, the Ozland, the Monkeys, the Winkies, you name it, the costumers have gone up above and beyond what they normally do for shows.
Yeah,
it's
Cheryl
amazing.
Sutherland, Connie Morris, and Vicki Michael. They're just wonderful.
You're watching a special edition of the NCWLIFE Evening News live from the 2022 Washington State Apple Blossom Festival. And coming up next, tonight's feature story and your complete local weather forecast. That and much more still to come on the NCWLIFE Evening News. Please stay with us.
Introducing Alpine Airman. Because every home needs a superhero to eliminate poor indoor air quality, send inefficient operating equipment packing, and cut high energy bills down to size. For heating or cooling and equipment replacement, turn to the experts and the superheroes at Carrier and Alpine Air. We offer the best deals on high-efficiency Carrier products, along with friendly, knowledgeable service and incredible savings to fit your budget.
Right now is the best time to buy an RV, and the best place is Click It RV in Moses Lake.
All right, drive to Click It RV.
Right now, Click It RV has spring discounts that deliver you unbeatable savings on travel trailers, fifth wheels, toy haulers, Class A or C motorhomes, both new and used, and more. Get the best deals and the lowest financing and the lowest price guarantee.
I'm Richard Sherman, and we guarantee it.
So don't miss the spring sale in Moses Lake.
Get to Click It RV now. Are you going to be mad, bro? You probably already are.
And check out all 4 Click It RV dealerships for your best locations.
So Grant's going to turn on a microphone, and they're going to tell me when they can hear me. And can they hear me yet? I hope so. Okay, can they hear me? Okay, we're good. Sorry about that, Darcy. Christopherson joining us here, Apple Blossom Administrator. Darcy, weekend one, how are we doing?
We are doing great. It was an awesome weekend. We know it rained a little bit, but like I told you, God loves the youth parade, and it will stop by 10:50, and it did. Did it not? So it was a beautiful day. Yesterday we had our youth day, our Pepsi Color Youth Day, and it was packed. This park was packed. Standing room only, packed from 11 to 3. It was awesome.
Well, one thing that I said during the parade on Saturday, and of course here in the park, and I'm sure you're seeing this too, back to normal, and great to see everybody's unmasked faces.
Yes, it was fabulous. That was what's so great about yesterday was the dance groups. They, haven't been able to perform on our stage for 2 years. Even last year it was a little light. So having all the parents here watching the kids and the kids, doing their dance routines was really cool. So it is totally back to normal in our world. It's like COVID never happened.
Well, let's talk about what's coming up this week. Of course, entertainment daily. We've got the beer garden here at Memorial Park, and of course the Grand Parade coming up on Saturday.
Yep, it's all week long. We'll have entertainment on the entertainment stage. We have the arts and crafts vendors coming in on Friday, so they'll be here Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Of course, our beer garden is open all the rest of the time, and then the stage, like I said, is open all the time. And then, of course, our Stamilk Grand Parade. That is at 11 a.m. on Saturday, and we have 116 entries that we're super excited about. We have lots of bands, which we weren't expecting, but we are thrilled with that. So everything is happening. I just really encourage people to go to appleblossom.org. Our parade lineup's on there. The entertainment lineup is on there. The carnival information is on there. This year, we do not have a pay one price night. Many people have called about that. They didn't do that last year. Our carnival's only been to a few festivals, and it's just too hard for them to do pay one price night. So all that information is online or on our app at Apple Blossom, the Apple Blossom app.
Okay, appleblossom.org on the web for more information. And it sounds like you're going to have a record turnout for your luncheon coming up on Wednesday.
Oh, gosh, well, because you're the MC, that's why. No, it's really because Steve Rabel's going to be there. It's so exciting. But yes, we have 600 people in attendance for the All Service Club luncheon on Wednesday. So it's sold out.
Okay.
We're not selling tickets.
Well, happy Apple Blossom.
Happy Apple Blossom.
Darcy Christopherson joining us here at Memorial Park here on the NCWLIFE Channel Evening News.
All right, let's take a look now at your North Central Washington weather forecast. Thank you very much to Darcy Christopherson. And yeah, it was one of those days today. The clouds rolled in. It began raining this morning, and we did see, good rain showers all morning long. Taking a look outside our weather window once again, a cloudy one from Wenatchee Heights looking down, and still some rain showers around the area. Most of our heavy rain was about the noon hour or so, and it didn't get that warm today. Taking a look at today's almanac, 54 degrees our high temperature today, and that's 14 degrees below where we should be at 68. 48 was our low this morning. 45 is normal, so not too far off there. Record high, 85 set in 2014. Our record low, 35 in 97 rather. Precipitation today, almost 0.6 of an inch of rain, and that gets us to 3.68 inches for the year. Sunrise, 5:54 this morning, and the sun sets tonight at 8:05. Let's take a look now quickly at how our temperatures look as we get you into our Tuesday weather forecast. And a big warm up, that's for sure. We're going to see 70 degrees for a high temperature in the Moses Lake area, and it's going to be nice all throughout the Columbia Basin. About 66 back in Wenatchee, also 66 for Cashmere, and a beautiful 71 for you folks up in the Omak area. Now let's take a look at our weather loop as we get into our forecast tonight. And it's going to be a little bit rainy still. I think some breezy conditions will happen overnight tonight as well. So expect that with low temperatures overnight tonight, mainly into the middle 40s. And that's because mainly of all the cloud cover out there. As we get into our next day, into Tuesday, things will be nice. As I mentioned, watch out for some breezy conditions. We will see a little bit of that as we get into Tuesday, so watch out for that. But temperatures will warm up. I mentioned that as well, with high temperatures somewhere in the mid-60s. For your Wednesday, expect some high clouds out there. That should be our warmest day of the entire forecast. We'll see high temperatures right around 70, maybe even in the low 70s as we get you through Wednesday. Looking at Thursday, we'll see some AM rain and then some partly cloudy skies by afternoon, but expect rain, especially as you make your way during that morning morning commute. There you see by afternoon, we do break up a little bit. High temperatures again on Thursday into the mid-60s, and then things change again. Yeah, classy chassis on Friday. We could even see some thunderstorms on Friday, and there's a good chance for that. Cloudy skies, likely high temperatures, mainly into the lower 60s on Friday. And then, of course, the Stabile Growers Grand Parade here at Apple Blossom on Saturday looks a little bit better. I think we'll see some morning showers, maybe some breezy conditions throughout the day. It will be a bit cooler with high temperatures on Saturday into the upper 50s, and getting you into the end of our forecast on Sunday, the end of Apple Blossom, we'll see partly cloudy skies. It will be cool with high temperatures in the upper 50s. So it will be a little bit cool. Let's take a look now at that 7-day forecast. Once again, overnight tonight, 44 degrees, 66 your high tomorrow, 72 on Wednesday. That will be a beauty. I think Thursday, maybe after some morning showers, won't be too bad, and 65. Friday, that's where things could get pretty wild around here with some showers and thunderstorms. 62 the high for Friday. Of course, classy chassis, the parade Saturday. Yeah, maybe some shower activity. It will be a little cooler and windy on Saturday, and 58. And then we'll end Apple Blossom on Sunday with partly cloudy skies, and once again, temperatures around 58 degrees. And that is a look at your local weather forecast. Coming up next, tonight's sports report with Eric Granstrom and more as the NCWLIFE Evening News continues right after this.
Hello, my name is Brian Brett, the Fire Chief for Chelan County Fire District 1, and I just wanted to talk about how amazing our Rivercom team is. They are intentional, purposeful, and skillful in everything they do, and they are the best at what they do. How they prepare, how they handle the caller, how they coordinate the emergency services, and how they push themselves to be the best. This is the kind of spirit that our Rivercom telecommunicators have. Our community needs you, we need you, we admire you, you're our lifeline.
And now it's a sports update on the NCWLIFE channel.
And welcome back to our newscast live at Memorial Park for the Washington State Apple Blossom Festival. Eric Granstrom, a happy Monday to you. The Mariners are happy to be leaving Florida on a winning note after a 7-3 win on Sunday. Seattle snapped a 4-game losing streak with yesterday's victory. The game featured a no-hit bid into the 5th inning by Logan Gilbert and first career home run by Julio Rodriguez.
JP, a high fly. Could this be the 4th? Out to right field, JP Crawford, number 4. And he starts the month of May just like he ended April. Off the plate, flicked into left field, dunks in for a base hit. Winker is on his way home. Winker is safe. He scores sliding home. And Abraham Toro has extended the Mariners' lead. It's 2-0 in the top of the 4th. Hammered. Blast off, left field, number 1, here it comes! Julio Rodriguez with a mash of a 3-run bomb, and the 21-year-old will touch them all for the first time. It comes in Miami. And number 1 was no cheapie.
No, it wasn't. It was crushed.
Boy, tied him up. Now there's a swing and a miss. Chasing the slider well off the plate. Check swing, strike 3 call. On the ground into left field.
He's getting hot.
Yes, he is. Frazier comes home to score. Here comes France right behind him. 2 runs cross on Winker's 3rd hit today, and Winker cut down at second. Fly ball, more of a pop-up. Frazier at second base. And then he puts the squeeze on a Mariners win.
Seattle's now in Houston for the first of 3 games at Minute Maid Park. That game underway. Marco Gonzalez facing Jake Odorizzi. Seattle Kraken finished the season with a 4-3 loss to Winnipeg yesterday. Seattle fell behind 1-0 in the first, but turned on the offense in the second to take a 3-1 lead. The problem for the Kraken, as it's been all season long, is holding that lead.
Beniers after it, comes back for near side. Backdoor play and scores off that backside as Alex Wenberg taps it in and a power play marker for Seattle and a 1-1 tie. Svechnikov will get his tired body to the Jets bench. Back in for Sprong, scores! Through the middle for Daniel Sprong. I'm humbled, I'm speechless. Cross ice pass, Comrie in front, score. Riley Sheahan tucks it in, glove side, and the Seattle Kraken have taken a 3-1 lead.
The other day there was about 10.
Wheeler, shot, scores! Blake Wheeler off the face-off, and that will be .800 for Paul Stastny. He'll dump it off for Jansen Harkins. Harkins goes cross ice, scores! Dominic Toninato, let's give it a bang-bang to get to 800 points. Stastny on for Ehlers with Wheeler. Ehlers, Wheeler, oh, Drieger! Terrific save, rebound for Ehlers. Plays it for Mason Appleton. He'll send it around for Pierre-Luc Dubois. In for Kyle Connor, scores! Kyle Connor, Jets go bang, bang, bang! On for Pierre-Luc Dubois, gets it outside the line, cleared back in, all the way at the empty net.
Kraken finished their inaugural season 27-49-6. Long weekend of racing finally came to an end around 7 o'clock last night at Wenatchee Valley's Super Oval. 2 days of racing culminated with the Leonard Evans 150 for the Northwest Super Late Model Series. Okanagan's Evan Getz outlasted the field for the win. Natchez Taylor Riddle was second, followed by Tacoma's Max Schroeder. Saturday night's finale featured the Jerry's Auto Supply Pro Late Models in the Apple Blossom 100. John Newhouse of Twin Falls, Idaho was the winner. Moxie's Randy Marshall Jr. was second, and Spokane's Hayden Plybon third. Other classes raced on both days over the weekend, including the Inex Legends. Kalispell, Montana's Brock Denny grabbed the checkered flag in their main event on Saturday, with Levy Jones taking second and Kellen Dean third. Denny was able to take the Sunday main event as well as the Legends, followed by Andrew Reel and Dylan Wolf. The Northwest Focus Midgets also made a return to WVSO last weekend, with Rebel Jackson Jr. earning another win in Wenatchee. On Saturday, Fife's Randy Schaff was second, followed by Burion's Marty Rosler. Rosler rallied for the checkered flag in the main event on Sunday for the Midgets, with Schaff settling for another second. Meridian, Idaho's Gabe Sessler took third. Drivers aged 8 to 14 were also included in the weekend of racing in the Angel Bail Bonds Bandoleros. Ephrata's Madison Haygood grabbed the checkered flag in the main event Saturday, followed by Ephrata's Caleb DeLong and Yakima's Dakota Ballard. Ballard turned it around Sunday with a win. Yakima's Devin Norman was second, followed by Matthew Anders of Wenatchee, the son of track manager Jeremy Anders. WVSO off until May 14th when they have the Outlaw Oval Challenge, and we'll have that here on the NCW Life channel. That's a look at sports news. Grant, back to you.
All right, we're right here together.
We're here.
Isn't that cool?
Yes.
All right, well, that's going to do it for our special edition of the NCW Life Evening News, live from the 2022 Washington State Apple Blossom Festival. For more on these stories and other news from around North Central Washington, you can find us on Facebook or our website at ncwlife.com. And remember, if you see news happening, we'd like to hear from you. You can send us an email at news@ncwlife.com or give us a call at 888-6295. Along with Eric Grantstrom, I'm Grant Olson. Thanks for joining us, and have a great night.
It has really been a great partnership between Succession and NCW Life. It's not always easy to sit in front of a camera or a microphone, but you guys have made it a really nice process.
It's a little scary at first, right? You're just throwing money out there hoping it comes back. And to see those results come back through and see people walk through the door and say, hey, saw your TV advertisement. Those are the kinds of things that you see the return on. And when you look at the cost spent, you know you're making a return on it. NCWLIFE really does a great job of exposing our brand and Succession wines to North Central Washington. There's a huge market here and market potential that NCWLIFE is able to help us capture, spread who we are, and tell the world about what Succession does, and they are a great avenue for that.
Down.